How we doing? Good afternoon. My camera's been freezing all day. It's a good omen to start. How you doing, Spartan? Lammy Dawn. Gabo J Star, thank you for the prime 8 months. Appreciate that. Bolt, I guess. I have to say hi to you as well. Even though I'm pretty sure I got a restraining order. Did you turn on the fan? About that. Yeah. Steam Meds. Tamio. Do I also want a Tamio? What's better here? This card is good when it's a top deck, and usually pretty poor when it's not a top deck. That's what I think about this card so far. Jeez. Here we go, Ocelot Pride. Copying Tamio is like kind of tempting here. I don't know how good Tamio is going to be, because I feel like I'm curving out too hard. And I have this Meticulous Archive. Like, maybe if this was the third untap land, I would want to make the Tamio. But I also could just never flip the Tamio. But depending on the matchup, an Infinite Clue Generator doesn't seem so bad. Okay, I think we start by attacking. And then, depending on what they do, we'll move accordingly. If they go for a Lightning Bolt, we could Ephemerate and then play a tap land. If they take the damage, then I could play Haliya, Mockingbird, Ocelot Pride. I feel like they have removal, though. Maybe they're Wrath Disguise deck. I kind of feel like they have Wrath Disguise, so I'm not going to do anything here. It's going to hold up Ephemerate. Yep, they are Wrath Disguise deck. Okay. It's going to be a long one. Probably should just play the Meticulous Archive instead of fetching one up here. Could have also maybe cast one of these. I guess we'll see how slow we need to play it. Kind of sad that I'm starting so down on clock now. It's like the one matchup I don't want to. This is still going to get bricked by the Tamio, sadly. So maybe this wasn't even worth it, and I should have saved it for Riddler Ephemerate. Haliya Mockingbird still doesn't seem that good here. I think I messed up pretty royally this game already. Alright, we'll bid it. We'll try to recover. Another Flooded Strand. Now I'm in a weird spot where it's like Wrath Disguise is actually a threat. Still. Now that they had that flame, it's like I guess we'll surveil. I should have warped the Riddler last turn. This doesn't really help me with the Wrath Disguise problem. So I'm gonna bin it. Tamio card is pretty good here, which is like, why am I even gonna bother like going for more Ocelots? I guess I get to draw a card. Okay. I think I kind of just need to draw the card. Maybe this will get him to use a Wrath Disguise, but they don't really need to because of Tamio. He's gonna lose to Tamio. I should have gotten Riddler Ephemerate instead of Ephemerating the Ocelot Pride. Can we get a redo on this game? I think I took every wrong line possible so far. And this Tamio card is pretty good. This wasn't your fault, Riddler. It was me. I'm sorry. I played like shit. Still riddling. I didn't answer this Tamio. I'm gonna find one. All these leagues, all these challenges. I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat this Tamio. Let's go next. I messed up that game pretty royally. Kind of just let Tamio do whatever. Got mismatching Wrath. This guy's gross. And I wasn't. And I play against the control deck, so poorly against the control deck nonetheless. Is Clarion Conqueror even worth it? Kind of just gets flaged. Honestly, this is probably a pretty dog shit matchup, regardless of the misplays. Let's take the Ashioks. I don't know about Clarion Conqueror just for Tamio. I feel like most of the time they're flipping the Tamios off of a flame, so they could just flame the Clarion Conqueror. It's just Ashiok. No, I went to sign up for the showcase. I forgot I couldn't sign up on the DB account, and then I couldn't rent Riddler on my main account. And I was like a little bit too late. I accidentally shipped the I accidentally skipped the showcase. Should have activated credit card. I didn't even have enough time. Me never. No. Alrighty. Ocelot Pride go. Banjikis, thank you for the prime. No, it's a protein shake. Pride Phelia curve. The greatest curve. Kind of like Blue-Eyed Zoo. Yep. Playing against Wrath, it's got just decks is kind of misery. Because the thing about this blue-white deck is it's just better at going wide, right? You do have Riddler and Shepherd that dodge, but don't always have them, right? Lorien revealed. Lorien is indeed revealed. Well, I don't really want to blink Thunder Trap Trader. Doesn't seem like a great idea. I could Ashiok minus on them and then blink Ashiok. At least gets the counter on the dog. I can't attack with this. I don't really want to Solitude that. You want to adopt a Solitude? Alrighty. Alright, problem solved. Got that off the table. I don't know if that was better or worse than getting the Ashiok to resolve. Maybe they only have fetches in hand. Like I said, I could have Solituded that for fear of Flare. But I feel like that's such a spew. I don't have to blink with the dog still. This is the challenge. Sorry. I never put the record tracker back up. Make a cat. Pretty sure they have to rat this board away now. It's gotta be verdict. If they don't have rat this guys. Problem is we have no follow-up. Our follow-up is like Flash and a Solitude. Plains, mountain. Yep. We do that though. That's a pretty good draw. Do I warp it or do I cast it? Probably warp it just so I can get 2 ETV triggers. I can like cast it again next turn. I think that makes sense. That card's really good against us. I could leave it on top. What are the chances they don't have a Wrath Disguise? I don't know. We'll try. Will they counter Guide of Souls? Because if they do, I guess I'm going to play Witch Enchanter into Starfield Shepherd and go get another Guide of Souls. Matchup so bad. Luckily, this deck's not popular, but when you run into it, oh boy. I'm gonna hold this Witch Enchanter. I don't think I need to play it as a land. I can play it as land next turn if I can go Starfield Shepherd into whatever one drop, but I don't think I needed to play it quite yet. I'm not sure. I wasn't part of the showcase. They have instant speed verdict. I probably can't win anyways. I'm gonna grab an Ocelot Pride. Send this here, this at them. Could just try to go for lethal, I guess. Probably have a Solitude. They don't have a sweeper, it's for sure a Solitude. It's not a Solitude? Oh. Can't go. Two dudes. Yeah, that's quite a bit worse than Solitude. Solitude would have been pretty bad too, though. No matter how we slice it. Even if we send everything at them, they're gonna net 2 life if they had Solitude. All my homies hate instant speed wrath. Hate this card more. This deck struggles against Teferi so badly. Maybe we should be playing Teferis of our own in the sideboard. Maybe it's not so bad. You could play it over like Rest in Peace, but then you have no graveyard hate. Play it over Deafening Silence. Teferi is pretty good against black-white too. But I think this deck is good against black-white anyways. That's true, you could play Bird Teferi. Another sweeper. Oh god, it's even worse than a sweeper. Oh no, discharge, discharge. It's over. My cat. Oh. So I can't do the little hold priority trick with Ephemerate because of the fairy. So I can't like Riddler hold priority Ephemerate and then get 3 cards out of it. I could play Solitude and try to Ephemerate it, but they're gonna Galve it. I could just Solitude. I could Warp Riddler, cast Ephemerate, and then have it resolve, but they can bounce it back to my hand with the fairy. All this is bad. All this is very, very bad. Now we get 2 cards. So they have Flare of Denial. So lame. Send the squad at Teferi, they Galv here, trade here maybe. Or I could send the squad at them. I send the squad at them, I put them to 3. Maybe 4 if they decide to trade them. Yeah, I guess I ignore this Teferi and just send everything face. I mean, it sure is good against this deck. If Jeskai control is good against nothing else, it is good against energy. Or energy variants anyways. go face and just try to ignore Teferi and then probably die because I didn't kill Teferi. I think we're dead anyways this game. That's the one downside of playing blue-white is like you have no upstairs damage. You have no Fleas, you have no Goblin Bombardment. Gotta get there the good old-fashioned way. We don't have any more surveillance either. Yeah, where's my emotional support Psionic Blast for real? They might have Flare. I don't know. We know they have at least one more Gelv. Arena of Glory. Yeah, Flare's non-token. That is also true. Lorien. So is Lorien Galv land? Can I beat Flage? I don't think so. I'm not gonna be able to interact with Hasty Flage because it's a fairy. Could draw my Prismatic Ending. Forgot to put Prismatic Ending back in the deck. If I go Guide Riddler, make 1 energy, draw 2. That's what I was saying. Maybe we should be playing Teferi in the sideboard. But I don't know what's better than. Like, Conquer, Wrath, these guys are pretty great. Consign's great. These are not, in the sideboard. Deafening Silence, maybe. Rest in Peace, maybe. These are probably the 2 weakest cards in the sideboard. I don't know. Kind of basic. Genius. Alright, Riddler, save me. Not really saving me. It is quite a bit of value, though. I think I need 1 drop into Solitude and then give something flying, but even then they still have a discharge in their hand. How you doing, Gabe? Okie dokie. Do your worst with 5 cards in hand. Potentially 6 if they minus the fairy. Instant speed Wrath. Or Solitude. I could Solitude the Riddler, block one of these. What can I do to play around that? I frankly don't know. I have to decide if I want to play around Wrath or Solitude. I don't think I can play around both. I could go Shepherd, get a Mockingbird, and then Mockingbird Riddler. Kind of gets blown out by Solitude. But then if they Solitude it, then I can like copy Solitude. Solitude their Solitude. This deck doesn't play Solitude, does it not? If they have Wrath, I should attack first. Alright, if they Solitude me, you're getting 10 minutes OD. Minimum. Okay. It's probably Wrath disguise though. Alright, just a Wrath. You survived this day, OD. Warp this, get a Mockingbird, copy this, but they have Galv, right? They still have Galv in their hand, I think. Okay, maybe that's not the move then. Guide a Soul's Dog. I can go Guide. Nah, it's gotta be Guide a Soul's Dog. Alright, let's try again. Let's try to build a board state. 1, 2, 3 down. Probably like 2 more to go. Goodbye, dog. As soon as they find Fleet. This hand sucks. This hand sucks too. Yeah, Grixis Persist is a BFG deck. I don't think I can keep this. Okay. I didn't watch the Arena Champs. I heard it was standard, and I was like, yeah, I'm out. I never checked out faster in my life. Cecil. Opponents in the sauce. Could probably operate with 2 lands in this hand. The VV decks did well against Cauldron. Accurate. Yeah, you were missing a color. If you weren't missing a color, it could have been a bold deck. It is terrible design. Oh no, they're doing what I'm doing. I said, I'll have what they're having. Guide Pride. Make a cat. We're gonna do it a little bit better than them, though. We're gonna keep making cats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Warp Get Planes. Nah, I don't think so. I think just going Pride's pretty good there. It's only bad if they have Wrath Disguise, but I highly doubt they have main deck Wrath Disguise and they're playing Goddess Souls Ocelot Pride. We'll do that next turn, but then we can't cast Mockingbird, so depends on what we draw. Attacking with a guide. I don't know why they didn't attack with the Ocelot Pride. Kind of strange. Sure. I've got to get more cats. Crazy cat man confirmed. I guess the reason they put the flying on the guide was so that way it can block Ocelot Pride. Can you stop? I'm trying to go cat infinite. Yeah, I tried this list already. Minus the Cecil. I wasn't a huge fan of what it was doing. It felt like our list, but slower. We're the opponent. They're making more cats. But opponent, you fool, you have forgotten one thing. I can make even more cats than you. This will just clash here. And that's fine. At least I'm not losing an Ocelot Pride. Game's gonna reset? I hope so. One more Ocelot Pride should do it. 20 energy, 44 life. Imagine playing this game in paper. Honestly, for this reason alone, I don't think I'm taking this deck to the PT. Just for this reason alone, not even including the power level of the deck. Like, what is this? Like, we're ever so clearly still playing the game. It's not like the game ended when this happened. Under 5% that make the correct number of cats. It goes 2, and then 6, and then 18. Man. What do I even do? I guess I make another Guide of Souls. And I can double pump a cat. Ah, this is so stupid. Maybe I got it wrong. I haven't done energy math in a while. Yeah, we do have double jumps, but like I'm gonna double jump. Yay! They got tired of me waiting. Uh, yeah, the game was about to explode. Probably Consign. These are considerations. These are also considerations. I could cut my spot removal and just put the Rathless guys in. It's kind of weird to sideboard against because they're like a hybrid energy plus black-white. The thing is, like, maybe we just don't sideboard very heavily and we just don't respect their deck. It could be an option. Sanctifier. Grass, do you know what year it is? You know Grief isn't being scammed anymore. You don't have to block a double striking Fury on turn 2. Could go down to Phelia. Drop a Phelia and a Starfield Shepherd. Do we respect our deck? Absolutely not. Go to 6. What are you taking? I'd take my Wrath. Maybe I should have put back the Solitude. And they're not taking the Wrath. That means they don't have removal for this, or alternatively, they have turn 2 Overlord, turn 3 Flicker Wisp. More likely that. Ta-dog. Kind of like a flash threat here. Hell yeah, Arya. Congrats. Mm-hmm. Overlord. Boys. Could also just set up a Wrath for 2. Just like not play this Phelia. Or I could use Mockingbird to copy Boys. Haliya. Let's warp Haliya. And we can Mockingbird the Bowmaster. Shoot the Bowmaster. Now we have to decide something. If we warp the Haliya, we don't get to draw a card. If we... I think we just attack and hit their token. We exile the Haliya, not warp it. I think I'd rather just draw a card here. Also, my dog would die if I did that. I could also just Solitude this dog if we need to. Mockingbird is actually such a good card against black-white. And energy mirrors in general. Goodbye, Haliya. It's pretty sweet that their Bowmaster let us draw a card. Let them attack and get rid of our token. Or they can hit the Mockingbird itself, I guess. Curious to see what they choose here. This would come back as a Mockingbird, which is just a 1/1 flyer. Hitting the token. Yep. I think this Bowmaster's pretty good against the Flicker Wisp. We're not drawing much helpful. Could Haliya attack with Phelia, blink the Haliya, gain 2? I'm not going to draw a card from it, though. I guess that's fine. Take the 2 life swing. They want to trade Phelia for Flicker Wisp, that's fine, too. What are you blinking? Should I offer the trade? I think I'm pretty favorite if I offer the trade here. I got 2 Solitudes, they have an empty board. They probably have Overlord in hand. Just waiting to be able to hard cast it. Ah. Goodbye, Mockingbird. I was gonna play in it, but I couldn't rent the Riddlers fast enough. Should have slept in. Not attacking into my 5 mana. Why would you not want to attack into my 5 mana? Do you think I want to Solitude this, though? I grabbed a Plains. But they're not playing the Plains, because I'm pretty sure they didn't hit land drop per turn yet. I'm fairly certain that they have Overlord in hand that they're trying to cast. So we gotta save the other Solitude for Overlord. They have multiple Overlords that might be an issue. I drew a Marsh Flats. It's all sort of suspicious. Maybe they also have Solitude? No. Offer the trade? I don't think so. Because if they commit more 1 and 2 mana stuff to the table, then I can like Wrath this guy's and have my Solitude survive. It's just being kind of a nice brick wall right now. I'm gonna hold this guy to Souls in the hand too for the same reason. I want them to commit something. We're gonna be patient. I'm not sure if it's correct to be patient here, but we're gonna be patient. They got the Plains for a reason, right? You're not the reason. I think I'm supposed to consign this. I think they have an Ephemerate. Can I play around an Ephemerate? I'm supposed to round out the Solitude, even if they have the Ephemerate. Yeah, I feel like they are the beatdown. Or supposed to be anyways. Hey, now I'm happy to attack. Alright, empty board. What? my Wrath of the Skies to at least be a 2-for-1. They were pretty valuable Solitudes. Can't be too mad about it. I kind of feel like they might also have Wrath of the Skies in their hand, and that's why they're just not committing anything. Hmm. I don't think it is trash. I'm pretty sure they just have a Wrath of the Skies in their hand. So I'm going to continue doing nothing. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I can Wrath these two away. I think if we maximize each value, or the value out of each of our draws, we'll probably come out ahead this game. That's why I'm trying to be so patient here. I'm going to try not to overcommit into their Wrath of the Skies. So probably commit like 2 things. We took 2 of their things. They're probably going to take 2 of our things. Okay, they're committing 2 more. They're committing 2 more. I could spend 3 mana for this Wrath and then go Haliya, Warp, or Guide Hallowed Pride. I used the wrong artwork. I don't even know if they caught on to that. If I did. Because they did commit 2 more things. I'm gonna take out the Ocelot Pride. Guide Cecil. Probably want to Solitude the Guide. I don't think they have Wrath in hand anymore. Can't cast the Haliya. I guess we go Guide, Pride, Solitude. I'm now convinced they don't have Wrath of the Skies in their hand. But even if they do, I think we're totally fine. Do they ever flip? Maybe if I beat them down fast enough. Potentially. No, Guide of Souls. I'm gonna take their Solitude. Theirs is a little bit nicer than mine. Is that true? I don't know. I kind of like mine. Just get rid of their Solitude, I guess. I don't know if Cecil's that big of a threat. Well, it seemed like playing this game slowly worked out for us. Do I want to Wrath for 3 energy? Probably not. Yeah, they were in a great spot. We can Witch Enchanter, City's Blessing. That's right. It's kind of okay that we're drawing lands because, you know, we just kind of have Phyrexian Arena sitting here, but it's gating us life instead of losing us life. Am I going to lose on clock? 100%. No chance I don't lose on clock. I'm going to spend the next 13 minutes dancing in the background while our opponent's sitting here at 8 life and I have 8 power with the flyers. Yeah, he's not here. My opponent said this stream is sponsored by a Twitch chat, a lawless land of players who have no idea what they're doing. Same though. Lightsaw Inquisitor. Get rid of Ephemerate, I think. Don't know if I mind paying 2 for the Ephemerate unless we draw. Let's say unless we draw Riddler. Solitude pitching Phelia. Hey, we still gain life. Opponent's down to 3 cards in hand. We also have 3 cards in hand. One of them gives more card advantage at least. Could leave that on top. Kind of sweet with the Shepherd. Or Mockingbird. I'm not sure what I want to make 2 of. Probably another Ocelot Pride. My opponent's F6, so they don't have anything going on. It appears. Are they have Phelia? I could have Phelia Riddler, maybe? Riddlin time? That's pretty good for them. It's a shame that they couldn't go down another card in hand. Yeah, might as well scoop. There's no surmounting the Riddler. It's gonna draw them 2 cards. Holy schmoly. Alright. Grab Ocelot Pride. A dog. I'm gonna make quite a few cats. End step. Cats, cats, cats. Cats, cats, cats. How do you go? Think we're gonna crash the game. and give them flying. Don't forget about don't forget about the flying. It's kind of relevant sometimes. Hmm. How goes it, Enya? Another guide. I was thinking about getting another Ocelot Pride. And then if I have the opportunity, getting another Ocelot Pride. And just crashing the game. Starting this game over. Oh, hey, look. Goddess Souls. Hmm. Man, I guess we can't crash. Can we at least crash out? They have a 4/6? Hmm. They actually have so many flyers that I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything about their flyers. I mean, if I swing with the Pride, it's 5/5, and then I guess it just bounces off the Riddler. They can't really block the other two. Maybe I wanted to send the 7 cats. 10 cats. Yeah, I don't know if this breaks the game. Come on, Magic Online. Come on, buddy. You got this. Come on, Magic Online. Yeah. Nice. I wonder if they're going to crash the game. Gave up, did we? A coward's move. I had more cats to make. Now we have to play in the Wrath Disguise and play this fun little mini game of who's gonna Wrath who. Take out the targeted spot removal, maybe? What's good, Fresh? How you doing? We could cut Witch Enchanter, March, leave the Prismatic Endings in, and then trim like one Haliya. Haliya's pretty good though. I don't really ever want to trim a Haliya. Trim an Ephemerate? Trimming Ephemerate seems like bad though. One Solitude? Nah, it doesn't seem very good either. Two Rats? Two Rats. Impact Tremors, huh? Wouldn't Goblin Bombardment just be better? I feel like even without a Johnny, Goblin Bombardment would still be better. Hallowed Fountain, Gadisouls, Goo. Right, but I'm saying Goblin Bombardment would still be a better card just because of blanks removal. You know, see like target creatures and stuff, right? They do indeed have the dog. What are we doing about the dog? Nothing. Oh, Gadisouls Haliya. This becomes tragic if they have Solitude Ephemerate. If they just have dogs, it's probably fine though. Hey, we have a Solitude. They don't even have dog. They have Wrath. I never thought Halley was bad in the deck. I was like, is she necessary though? Because realistically, you can play so many things in energy and it'll just work out anyways. And I don't know if I actually want to do anything here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Ephemerate Starfield Shepherd actually. Probably the best in the Wrath disguise, right? Dog. Dog Wrath. Yeah, we knew this though. We were in the know. Now we rebound here. Go get a Guide of Souls. And just draw like so much insane shit. We have 2 Solitudes. Go Starfield Shepherd again. I don't know what we do here. Maybe it's just Haliya. Ocelot Pride. And then stack the triggers correctly. You get to draw that card. It's another Solitude. It also plays around Wrath Disguise the best, I think. They have another copy of Wrath Disguise. Haliya is kind of cooking here. Yay. Alright, let's go play blue-white in another format, too. I don't know. I could, like, keep it and pray. Alright, chat's round is over. I'm gonna mulligan. 2-lander. Keep this, put back Solitude, I think. Hallowed Fountain, Guide Souls. Does it bother anybody else that the H on this Hallowed Fountain is not capitalized? I think it might be the only one that does that. Why does it do that? Capitals didn't exist in the 90s. I'm pretty sure Hallowed... Wait, okay, first off, that's not true. Second off, Hallowed Fountain wasn't even printed in the 90s. It's the font they use on the retro frames. It's only the H. Why is it only the H? That doesn't make any sense. Because they're going to get pest controlled. Dodging pest control. Pause champ. Dog incoming. I posted Jesus Christ. Oh, sweet Jesus. Fly, cats, fly. I'm putting them on these casts, not the Ocelot Pride. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm trying to divvy up my threats. Because if they fatal push one of these, it's a lot more valuable than if they fatal push one of these, right? Cats and life and cards and cats and life and cards. And energy. Cats and life and cards and energy and cats and life and cards and energy. Alright, good job, team. Card was not very good. Yeah, Phelia. Untaps Wrath of the Skies X1. Well, we will sit here and we will twiddle our thumbs and anxiously wait to get Wrath. Did I miss one from the Flying Cat? Yeah. Yeah, that is accurate. So this matchup, I've pretty much just been bringing in a couple copies of Consign. Not really doing that much else. So we go out March, in Consign, out Prismatic Ending, in Consign. Call it a day. Also tried boarding out of Phelia, but boarding out of Phelia didn't feel that good. I think this build of energy is the best build of energy against everything except for Wrath of the Skies. If you can dodge Wrath of the Skies, Supreme Verdict, and like Pyroclasm style effects, this build is insane. But if you just run at the Wrath of the Skies, well, you know. Just thank you for the Prime in 23 months. Appreciate you. I don't know what to put back. I feel like I want to keep the bird. I think I want to keep these two lands. It could be Ephemerate, but Ephemerate's pretty good if we end up drawing something else. It could be Witch Enchanter, but it pitches to Solitude. Why couldn't this have been my 7? Goodbye, bird. I kind of dunked on Boros the last time I played against it, but they also didn't draw their Wrath of the Skies. If they draw their Wrath of the Skies, things can get pretty sketchy pretty quickly. Hey, look, it's my 7. We did it. No frog. Must be dog then. The flowchart for this deck is frog, question mark, if no, and then arrow pointing to dog. Dog, question mark? I think we leave that on top. Most inconspicuous dog you've ever seen. Wow. Hi, dog. Oh, they found Ketramos. And they found Riddler. They returned Ketramos. What am I pitching? Witch Enchanter? Phelia is a good dog. I don't know I'm going to beat this Ketramos, but we got to figure it out. Alright, now we blink their Overlord for them. Genius. I might try to Fatal Push this Ocelot Pride. If they do, then we get the Ephemerate. Oh. Alright, now gotta think about that. And we'll not be blinking the bird. Ouch. Pouch? Oh, no pouch. What are they exiling? Phelia? I think that's fine because that triggers our Ocelot Prides. I mean, it's bad for us if they have a sweeper, but I mean, it was going to be bad for us if they had a sweeper regardless. Wait, they popped that before playing the Ketramos. They didn't want cards? Oh. You hate to see it. Oh, you love to see it. Damn, I didn't draw a land. All rizzed up and nowhere to go. That was our land. Where were you when I needed you? Alright, we gotta set an upkeep stop for ourselves because we might be doing some cool shit this turn. So what we can do is rebound Ephemerate, target the Riddler, draw 2. If we drew a white card, we could have pitched the white card. Solitude this Ketramos, and then draw another 2 for draw step. No cool shit. Just pain and sadness. Lame. What did you say about Riddler a while back? So that's the best card in the format. I don't know how many times I gotta repeat myself. Best card in the format. I want to consign this. How we doing the showcase, King? 2 minutes late to the showcase. Yes, sir. Could get Riddlers fast enough. And what are we doing, opponent? In with the Ketramos. What are the Emperor Bones? Oh. No. Alright, Riddler. 2 cards, please. Papa. Holy shit. Do this. Get a Pride. Play a Pride. Play a Riddler. Pot agreed. I will draw 3 additional cards from my deck. Replacement effect, replacement effect. Holy schmoly, we drew a Haliya. Okie dokie. I think this might be illegal. Warp, warp, warp. This, that, these. Yep, all these. All these. Okay. Good job, team. Wee. Okay, chat. We can't be talking about Phelia bans right now. Be real. What the dog doing? The dog ain't hurting anybody. We're not banning Phelia. Hell no. I guess I'll double block with some cats. I don't even have to. You know what? Sure. Honestly, I think Phelia is a pretty damn well designed card, all things considered. It's powerful, but it's not oppressive. It's a 2/2. Have you tried playing Lightning Bolt in your deck? Just saying. Oh, that's right. This is why you don't play Lightning Bolt in your deck. Discard. Dogs and Frogs. I could Solitude this Ketramose, but I don't even think I care about it. Just let him do whatever. We have so much value in exile right now. Oh my goodness. This pitch this, play this, refill hand. He's gonna crash the game. I warned you. Triggered the chat. What did you think was gonna happen? Pot agreed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck. Let's get rid of Ketramose. Or get rid of Emperor Bones. Which one of these is more important? There's the Solitude in the graveyard. That Grixis deck, in my opinion, is as good as the number of times that it surveils Archon into the graveyard off of a surveil land. If it does that every single time, the deck's insane. If you don't do it every single time, well... Yeah, it turned to Archon every match. Probably. My cat. My cat. My cat. My cats. Welcome back, cats. We're going to draw 3 during our draw step as well. This is a new soundboard. If it were cat, I would 100% be on board. I'd be so down for cat. Lizard. Or if you even said like frog. There's no like popular lizards in the format right now. I don't know what they Solitude in. I think it was an Ocelot Pride. Brood Scale, is that a lizard? I thought it was an Eldrazi. Is he also a lizard? I guess they just picked the Phelia back up. Oh, it is a lizard. Tempting. Drive a hard bargain, chat. No, my Riddler. Guess what I gotta get rid of? Oh, they're getting rid of Ocelot Pride. Ho ho ho. But opponent, I'm going to draw 3 cards during my draw step. This deck is so good against black-white. It's kind of unreal. Pot of Greed. Oh my god. Witch Enchanter. Blow up that one. Ocelot Pride. Come make tokens. Witch Enchanter number 2, followed by Haliya. Combat. You. Put a Guided Souls counter on a Haliya, call it Phelia. 30 energy, by the way. That was only 20. I'm about to have 30. Oh, I get to draw 3. Chat, pot of greed at end step. I'm gonna deck out. Pot of greed at end step. Holy schmoly. This is just nonsensical, man. How does Black-White ever beat this deck? We're playing Flesh and Blood. Black-White players hate this one deck. Wrath this guys on turn 3. They did Wrath us on turn 3, and they're still gonna lose. Untrue. We can't be playing Flesh and Blood because we're having a good time. What's up, Crotash? Would you play this in paper? Counter argument. This deck's probably a nightmare to play in paper. Cannot be fun to play in paper. I'll take 5. GG's. 9 matches? That's enough time to... No. I kind of want to put back Meticulous Archive. Just take like a... Yeah, exactly, Derby. Still gonna get automated though. Not sure what I'm supposed to put back here. Chad, what do you think I put back here? It's either Witch Enchanter or Meticulous Archive, I think. Imagine if the Automod could actually read context. That'd be cool. I don't have that kind of technology yet, I guess. Eventually, we're probably gonna get an AI Automod. Are you sure you want to send that message? Are you doubly sure? I am playing a Godless Shrine. The reason I'm playing a Godless Shrine, it was for 2 main reasons. One, I went back to 2 Prismatic Ending, because I wanted to try a couple copies of Pending and then 1 copy of March. And second off, I keep wanting to copy Mockingbird onto an Emperor of Bones and then adapt it. And I haven't been able to do that yet. So, it's a small thing. I think it's worth playing. Maybe. Side bet. Will we adapt an Emperor of Bones? I think if we were going to do it, it was going to be last match. Our opponent's also AFK, so let's play more words. Back in my day, the streamer actually had to entertain us with GeoGuessr instead of handing his kids an iPad. I'll have you know, I still have a GeoGuessr subscription. Once upon a time, we used to play GeoGuessr as well. In the not so distant past. 3,000 years ago. Oh, it's time for Mockingbird on Emperor Bones. Like a cat. We failed, chat. I'm sorry. We failed. I got the dog. I got the dog. Everyone's got the dog. Could be Solitude Ephemerate. It's pretty good. Classic March moment. Honestly, this March is doing more here than a Prismatic Ending would. Even against Instant Speed Phelia, Prismatic Ending would just do nothing against Instant Speed Phelia, so I'm pretty happy to have this March here. Yeesh. I could kill this, but it would cost my entire hand. I don't know if that's worth it. Problem is, they can now rebound that on Ephemerate. Or sorry, rebound the Ephemerate on Solitude. Hmm. Oh, this is so bad. Talk about drawing certain cards ever since I banned you for the Bomba. Deserved. Targets that their Quantum Riddler. So if I march Pitch Witch Enchanter, I can kill it. But at what cost? Scoop into another Ephemerate. Alright, Riddler off the top. They got a Riddler. It's only fair for me to get a Riddler off the top. Hey, luckily that's not very good. Okay. I go to 6. I play the Shepherd. I guess I go get Guide Pride. Or I could go get... Did I get Mockingbird, maybe? Let's get Mockingbird. Maybe I can't attack with the Phelia. Oh. Ooh. Should have gotten the Godless Shrine. Now, getting the Mockingbird is probably still the right decision, because now I can copy Solitude to kill Emperor Bones. Alright, that was 3 Ephemerates from them, so I think they're out of Ephemerates. Pay out the side bit. Adept, Emperor Bones, attack. I just drew a Solitude. I guess I flash in Solitude. There's also no creatures in the graveyard that I even care about. I don't know, is it better to Mockingbird the Solitude or flash in the Solitude? I guess it's better to Mockingbird the Solitude, right? Then I have another backup Solitude after that. I think this is correct. Kind of close, though. Yep. I guess this is the bummer of doing that. That's bad for us. Because now I get a 1-1 Mockingbird. Alright, maybe it was Flash in Solitude after all. Maybe we made the wrong decision. Alright, what am I killing? Kill that block there. Kill that block there. You gotta go. I don't know if I trade here. If I trade here, I guess I gotta trade here, right? Oh, I got blown out. I should have just blocked the Solitude. I don't know if it would have mattered. We're kind of drawing air anyways. No, it did matter because they can't fatal push Solitude, right? And then Solitude bounces off of Solitude. I go back up to 5. I go down to 3. And Mockingbird gets to come back. I draw Ocelot Pride. I play Ocelot Pride. I pass, but I'm drawing a land after that, so I probably die anyways. Alright, 2 consigns for 2 pendings. Actually, let's go 3 for 3 and just submit. I probably die anyways with that hand, but could have given ourselves some outs. Guide O Souls. Would you like Guide of Souls or Guide of Souls? Takes a Guide of Souls. The dog. Fancy meeting you here, the dog. I think we want to play the dog here. We're going to fetch our Godless Shrine as well. Just because it almost came up last game. I know everything in our hand. We have 1 card left. I can't really attack into their Phelia with my Guide of Souls anyways. So we have to just attack with Phelia here. If they want to trade Phelia for Phelia, that might be a good thing for us. Looks like we're getting consigned. Alright, Rizzler time. We need you, buddy. I need you. I don't need another Witch Enchanter, though. Or lands, for that matter. They have either payoff, we're in big danger. Big, huge, enormous danger. Just a Witch Enchanter. Alright, their hand's probably bad then. That makes me feel a little bit better. Kinda enjoy watching their clock run down. Yes, delicious clock. I'd really like one of my warp threats here. No. My consign. No. So lame. They're living my dream, chat. It's just unfair. How are they allowed to have that card and I can't draw it? Oh, good. They're gonna draw 2 cards at end step, and they have an Ephemerate. Alright. We don't draw a Riddler, we're gonna scoop. Even if we do draw a Riddler, I don't think we have any outs here. Well, by technicality, that is an out. Alright, and my suffering. Oh, we got the dog and the Rizzler. It's a keep. Shocks in the Sacred Foundry, place an Ocelot Pride. Plains Guide of Souls. Your turn. I do not like the Sacred Foundry. I don't think I like any of these lands that are like looking out the window. I don't like the frame. I don't even know if I like the artwork that much. I think they have Bombo. How would you know that's a Sacred Foundry? It does say Sacred Foundry on it. In their defense. You expecting me to read? Sadly, we had a pitcher on tap land. I think it's worth trading Phelia for... I guess I don't have to trade Phelia. I can give Phelia flying. And then we can double, triple Riddler. What's that removal? Ah, okay, that's a lot of cats. Alright, chill. Chill, opponent. At least they didn't have Kitty's Blessing. Starfield Shepherd. I guess I can leave a March on top. Pretty sure I'm pitching this Solitude as well. I think we're going to Solitude one of the cats. I'm going to get 2 cards back at the end step anyways. Holy schmoly. I'm always scared of letting a Johnny flip. Riddler sucks. Rizzler, though. Whenever he's in your opening hand, Riddler. Whenever you top deck him, Rizzler. Shee. Copy. I've got to get more power. Oh, Jesus Christ. And then Haliya comes in, I attack with the dog, and I warp the Riddler, and then Haliya triggers, and I make a bunch of casts, and then, oh my. Can we take out one Shepherd? Who in chat just got rizzed. It's okay, put your hand up. I know I did. Maybe I drop 2 Shepherds? Would it be crazy to cut an Ocelot Pride? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna cut a Mockingbird and an Ocelot Pride and see what happens. Are you from the future? Garrick, I'm finally playing blue-white for you. Just like you've wanted me to all this time. Told you I got you. Literally speechless. What are you buying? What are you selling? Flooded Strand. I gotta be careful about Blood Moon. I might just fetch basic. One and a red. Agony. Oh, they didn't have a land. I think I need this. Let's go get a plains, then Mockingbird copy of Johnny. We can't flip our Johnny, but it is 2 blockers, which is kind of nice on this board. If we can prevent our opponent from attacking with the Ragster, I think we're in a fine spot. Attacks with the Ragster anyways. Mockingbird can't flip, by the way. For those you confused about that block. Cannon paper. I think I just pass. Take another 2. Another Ragster. He has Nickelback playing. I think you know somebody. And I start playing Nickelback. Kaboom. Alright, we're still at 10 and we have this Haliya plus Ocelot Pride Warp. Problem is, opponent has like 6 spells in their hand, probably. Or they just happen to play their lands, one of the two. Guide and guide. Alright, end step, warp last, second to last, cats. Cats in life, cards and cats in life, and there could be a Red Bull ad. Goddess Souls gives you wings. This is the first deck with a guide pride that doesn't feel lame. Something like that, yeah. Guide. Haliya. Trigger. Do I actually want to? I'll send the cats, sure. Trade 1 cat for 3 damage. I think that's a fine trade. I'm going to draw another card. What a good draw. Many card, many life. Many guide, many pride. Because this is a copy of a token. So the token's highlighted blue. So many Wrath Disguise. They make our Wrath even better. To which I appreciate my opponent for doing that. We're going to make Haliya fly. Call that Phelia. And then we can Warp Shepherd. Go get Mockingbird. And cast a 2-mana Wrath. Get back the Ocelot Pride. Mockingbird, the Ocelot Pride. Could have floated a couple energy here. Okay. Cats. I don't think Flage is going to save them. I think they need Wrath Disguise. But it looks like Flage. Alright, crack the Flooded Strand. Tapped Hallowed Fountain. Not great. I get a Mockingbird. I have Mockingbird Flage. I go upstairs with the Flage. I think they're dead. Alright. We do have Flage in our deck. Hell yeah. Why is my Mockingbird foil? Oh, right, because I copied a foil Flage, so it turns to Mockingbird foil. Of course. How could I forget? Rip chat. It's okay, chat. We'll get him next time. Turn 1, Otawara. Otawara could mean one of a few things. Could mean Affinity, or it could mean Titan. I think that's about it. Oh. Living End. Hmm. I didn't have that on my bucket list. Or bingo sheet, rather. Am I pitching to Solitude? Haliya, I think? Gosh. Hmm. Can we beat this? I don't think I want to draw Solitude. I'm not sure Solitude's too helpful here. I think I just Subtlety the Shardless Agent back on top, and everything's a disaster. We're gonna flash in the dog. And then, like, Starfield. This is so bad for us. Starfield Shepherd, trigger. Grab Goddess Souls, crack the land. Play Goddess Souls, and then we'll attack with the Phelia, even though it's gonna die. Blink the Starfield Shepherd. Starfield Shepherd's gonna come back in. We're gonna go get Ocelot Pride. Remember, we got Mockingbird, Ocelot Pride. Which hopefully all this stabilizes us. Because if it doesn't, well. I'm at 4. Another one. Getting the surveillance will shuffle it away, yeah. So if I go Mockingbird, Guide of Souls, and then Ocelot Pride, and then Shepherd, 8 permanents. No, I think I gotta go Pride, Shepherd. Sinks it back in my hand, okay. Pride. Mockingbird, Pride, trigger. Make 2 tokens. It would have been more than that if we got this to stick around, because that would have given us the kitty's blessing. Might have stabilized here. Keyword might have. They have another living end. We got quite a bit back from the graveyard. Have endurance. Never mind. Hey, at least we get 3 life back. Let's go. Yeah, the draw's been pretty good. If we surveil another living end on top, then I think we're kind of cooked. I guess we still have this in warp, though. Cycles Waker. Binds. Ugh. Hey, we get back Ocelot Pride, though. Opponent has not missed. Their draws have been pretty dang strong. I think we gotta get a Guide of Souls. Yeah, Waker's pretty bad for us. And I have to jump block with this Ocelot Pride, right? So I have to go like block. Or block. I don't think that's good enough. What is this? Another subtlety? Holy schmoly. They didn't miss at all. Not a single time. It was just banger into banger into banger. Hmm. Yo, boy brush, thank you for the prime. I'm gonna need GLHF. We have quite a bit of sideboard cards. Trim one Ephemerate, one Shepherd, one of those. I think I want all the Solitudes, though. Maybe one Phelia. Oh, I guess Deafening Silence. Well, Deafening Silence is weird. Deafening Silence is good against half of it, but not the other half. I don't know if it's worth bringing Deafening Silence. It doesn't stop Charlotte's Agent. One land, a Consign, and the rest in peace. If I die with this hand, I die. It's fine. Alright, confirmed not dying with this hand. At least not yet. He just wants to go to bed. A little bit. He's getting a little late. We're in 21st, so we're just playing for top 16 right now anyways. But it's worth playing out. They still aren't missing. I really want to go Shepherd for a Plains and then Ephemerate the Shepherd, but it just leaves me wide open to getting Living Ended. So I don't think I get to do that. Oh, it looks like they don't have Living End. Or third land for Living End, rather. He has nothing in the graveyard. Well, what if he just goes end step, cycle, you know, like Generous and whatever else, and then untap Living End, suddenly he's got 3 things, right? Just explained it, Will. My Haliya. You going to the bottom. I don't think I get to attack with the Phelia because they could have endurance. But I think I have to leave up his Consign in memory for like the rest of the time, pretty much. It has to be the best deck. Won the showcase after all. Like I said, I was telling my chat earlier, that deck is the best deck in the format if every time you surveil, you bid an Archon. So awkward. Gonna play another Endurance. Nope, just the Whale. I don't like that they're attacking here. They're attacking with gusto. Just attack with everything and see what they do. We're gonna ephemerate one of these Ocelot Prides. Yeah, we do that. We're gonna wait till damage, get our first strike damage in, and then ephemerate. Hell yeah, Golem. Too bad it's like 2 in the morning, but hell yeah. Congrats. Cats. At some point, it'd be nice to draw another land. No, it's too risky to go Quantum Riddler and then blink with Phelia, because if I miss on a blue source in one draw off the Riddler, I just don't get to hold up the Consign, and then I'm for sure dead to living end. It's pretty interesting. I don't know what happened to my lands. I really wish that Starfield Shepherd could get a Hallowed Fountain. Sadly, that's not what it is capable of. Alright, lots of cats. Yeah, I think they were playing for 6 lands, double living end, but they didn't get it. So now they probably have to just cast their Cascade spell and hope I don't have the Consign, or maybe they have Mystical Dispute. If they have Mystical Dispute, I can't beat that. Okay. Alright. That worked out. It was looking kind of sketchy there for a sec, though. I think leaving up the Consign the entire time was the way. Just means that we don't randomly lose. No, Deafening Silence doesn't work against Charlotte's Agent. If it was High Noon, I'd bring it in, but it's not High Noon. So I don't think we can afford to bring it in. 2-land win. Time for another 2-land win. High Noon's probably just better. All things considered. I don't know, this deck does spam creatures, so it's kind of one-sided in that sense. We're gonna leave up Consign slash Phelia, and then we're gonna untap it and rip hold up Consign if they don't go for it. The theory here being if we go for the rip and they have the force negation, we get blown out. Because they can like force negation then cycle something. If they have the force. And blink the rest in peace. Just to put a counter on something. Hiding Paiku. I don't think I can get punished for this because they can't play Consign in memory of their own. Damn, they brought in FOV just for rest in peace. So what am I gonna do about they have Mystical Dispute? Damn, our opponent's a powerful living end player. By Curator. Ooh, should we copy Shardless Agent? Copy Shardless Agent. Let's spin the wheel. Oh, it doesn't work. No, I forgot it's on cast. It doesn't work like that. I was like, oh, I get the Cascade. I was thinking it had Discover. That's what the mechanic I was thinking. Pretend like I didn't do that. Have to shame concede now. Only somebody in chat had told me. This could have been avoided. Yeah, that's the definition of a paper-only play. What if I have endurance? Well, let's copy their Shardless. It's a weird one. I don't know how bad this is for me. One, two, three. So if I attack with Phelia, it's gonna make them another food though. I want to make them another food. I guess. Pump the Phelia up to a 4/4. Cracks the food, takes 5, end step, make a cat, make an energy. Play a tap land. Sends in with the Goon Squad. I love you, Quantum Riddler. Never leave me, Quantum Riddler. I think they have subtle. Never leave me, Quantum Riddler. It's freaking funny. So we could have grown Phelia to a 6/6. And then attacked into the Generous Ant. Linked the Riddler, draw a bajillion cards. What was I drawing? Holy schmoly. Holy schmoly. Yeah. Alrighty, chat. Sorry about the copy Charlotte's Agent thing. Turns out your streamer is not too bright.
Have you peeked?
Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.